What's up, guys? Welcome back to Among the Fins. I am your host, Aaron, and on today's album review, we're going to be checking out the album EGGY POCKET by the band Bilmuri. Bilmuri is an alternative indie EDM grindcore kind of band thing from Columbus, Ohio. Started about 2016, and it's kind of dumb to call it a band because it only consists of one guy named Johnny Franck who makes all of his music in his basement. And if you don't know who Johnny Franck is, he is from Attack Attack. So technically he is the original metalcore gent daddy. And one thing that I love about Bilmuri is the production. It sounds so good all the time. He has this way of just making everything come through crystal clear. You could hear every single note, every little synth beat, every little guitar riff, just everything. It sounds so good, and the solos really shine through, and it sounds phenomenal. The first song on this album, Absolutely Cranking My Mother Effing Hog, is exactly what this song makes me want to do. It is about Johnny's dislike for human interaction. He is very much an introvert, and even though this song does feature some vocal effects I'm not really that big of a fan of, it does work really well with the song, especially with the lyrics that grab you just right away. And the music has a lot of just feel-good emotion to it. And Brody McKeegan's feature in the bridge sounds really good too and adds a lot more flavor to the song. Keeping the theme going, the next song is called I Seriously Dislike Most Other Humans, which is implying that he at least likes some of us, I suppose. This album amps things up quite a bit and brings a more hardcore feel. And he does have some clean vocals thrown in between the distorted vocals, which is placed in genius places, which keeps the song feeling catchy, and it does provide some good hooks in there. The breakdown, which it slows the pace of the song down a lot, but the one thing that caught me off guard was the pan flutes. I believe it's a pan flute. I'm not sure. I am curious to know if he can play the pan flute or if it's some kind of synth thing that he used. In all honesty, Johnny, if you ever see this video, if you know how to play a pan flute, just make a full album of just you playing the pan flute over some like heavy breakdown, like a 8-song record, and I'll buy like 8 of them. The next song on the album, which I'm not 100% sure this is what it is because every song on this album didn't have any spaces between the words, so there's just one big thing just all mashed together. So I could be wrong on some of these, but I believe it says Midwest Lawn Care Dads Who's Smash Brews. If that's not what it says, leave a comment below, let me know what it is, because I tried so many different things. But this song definitely slows the pace down quite a bit. The first 2 songs had a little bit more energy and a little bit more feel-good feels to it. And this one just brings it down a notch. And to me, it felt like something that could fit in with almost all the other songs on Rich Sips. It has a little bit more of an EDM feel to it. And while it does kind of get a little bit repetitive, it does save itself on just the amount of emotion that's in it. The emotion and the lyrics and the music all together, it definitely makes this song. The next song, Post Almond Clarity, and an example of me not understanding what the song names were. I totally thought this was Postal Mond Clarity, which didn't make any sense at all. And it starts off like any Bilmuri song with, great vocals, good riff, cool synth beat. But where the real curveball comes in is in the chorus, which has a sax in it, which, I guess it's kind of dumb for me to say it's a curveball because this is something Bilmuri would do. But the breakdown in this song is basically the guitar riff that's playing throughout the verses, but it's slowed down, and you wouldn't think that would work when you first hear it, but it does, and it sounds sick. My favorite song on the album, Fluoride and Hard Seltzer Water, has a plethora of features. Actually, I guess it's only 3, but it has Josh Manuel from Issues, who's playing the drums, and then it has Rory Rodriguez, who is from Dayseeker, I believe. I'm not sure. I didn't look it up. I didn't do my homework before I started talking about this one. But I believe Rory Rodriguez is from Dayseeker, and he's basically singing a freaking duet with Johnny. Their 2 voices sound so good. But the part that I loved the most was Jon Mess, who's from Dance Gavin Dance, and the breakdown made me lose my freaking mind. It sounds so good. I gotta admit, I'm not that big of a fan of the breakdowns that are in the Bilmuri songs. I don't know why. They just don't really hit me that hard. They kind of just come out of nowhere. They don't fit in the song all that well. They don't give me what other breakdowns give me. They don't make me want to get up and start throwing things around my room. But And this song, it absolutely did it. And I'm also finding that I'm not a big fan of Dance Gavin Dance, but God, I love it when they have features of their different band members in other songs. I absolutely loved the song from his last album, which was, I believe, The Murray with Human Hair, which featured Tillian. And that song sounded absolutely amazing. I still listen to that song all the time. And I don't like him in almost any of the Dance Gavin Dance songs, but I love him in this. The next song, which again, I'm not 100% sure that this is what it's called, but I believe it is Lift Heavy Stone Makes Sad Head Voice Quiet, which I work out all the time, and I totally understand where you're coming from. And this is another song that's based more around the lyrics and just the raw emotion. Not a whole lot going on musically, but the more I listen to it, I realize that there's this little twinkly, ethereal effect going on in the background, which I enjoyed quite a bit. I'm a sucker for stuff like that. I just like the pan flute. And even though I just got done saying that Bilmuri doesn't have any breakdowns in their songs that makes me want to throw things across the room, this is a song that absolutely proved me wrong. While I was listening to it, I threw my pen across the room and started knocking things off my table. I just couldn't stand it. It was so good. The closing track on this song, Egg, has probably my favorite vocal performance, and the only thing I like about it is that it's more raw. I don't believe that there's hardly any vocal effects on it at all, and it kind of takes it out of that computer, just fake sounding vocals, which Bilmuri does use a lot, and there's nothing wrong with them, but it's just nice to have a change of pace every once in a while, and it sounds amazing. I wasn't that big of a fan of the repetitive hooks that are used in the chorus, specifically on the U's and the views, although the guitar solo from Lee Albrick, I believe that's how you say his last name, he's a music producer. His guitar solo truly touched my heart. It sounds absolutely beautiful. Sounds almost as good as a sax solo from Post-Album Clarity, but not quite. While there's some things that I don't absolutely love about EGGY POCKET, I gotta admit that I do enjoy that Bilmuri doesn't waste your time. He doesn't put in any filler songs. There's no tracks that you want to skip. And I believe the reason for that is because he's really good at communicating. Every little golden nugget that he throws in all of his songs, honestly, from different features from vocalists or drummers, even a guitar feature from another artist, a guitar solo, or like the pan flute and the saxophone, all those little things, even just like the little synth beat in the background. I believe it's all communicated exactly the way how he wants the listener to hear it. I believe that he has this sound and an emotion and a feeling that he wants the listener to feel. And to me, I feel like he communicates it very well. And honestly, that's what I base most of my reviews on, is creativity, communication, and of course, does it sound good? And in all honesty, all of his music sounds good. His creativity is absolutely amazing, and his communication is just, it's phenomenal. I believe I feel every single emotion he wants me to feel, and I just take his hand and he leads me down this magical journey. So with all that said, I gotta give EGGY POCKET by Bilmuri a 4.8 out of 5. The only song I really disliked, and it's not even disliked, the one song I didn't love was the song Midwest Lawn Care Dads Who's Smashed Brews. And it's not even the name I have a problem with. It's just that this song didn't really do a whole lot for me. When I listened to this album, like I think it was on the third time maybe, this song just quit standing out to me quite as much. And while all the other songs, like, there was just new things that I was learning about them. More things were starting to stand out. More little golden nuggets were starting to pop out. I'm like, oh, this makes me feel this way. Ooh, I didn't notice that was happening. But on Lawn Care Dads, it just didn't crank my hog quite as well as all the other songs. But I want to know what you guys think. If you've listened to EGGY POCKET, leave a comment below letting me know what you thought. If you haven't yet, go ahead and give it a listen, at least a couple of the songs. I mean, I think this EP is maybe 18, 20 minutes long, something like that. And let me know what you would rate it. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you want to leave a submission for Request Wednesday, leave a comment below letting me know what it is. It could be EP, single, album, whatever you want. We'll throw it up on the whiteboard. We'll get you squared away. I do realize that I missed this past Wednesday, but that's because it was my birthday and I was out of town and things just didn't work out. But don't worry, I'll get around to it. I promise next Wednesday I will do a review on one of the requests and start pumping them out again. And if you do that, please don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell icon. That way you get notified when I do upload. That way you don't miss the review when I do it, because that is happening quite frequently and it just makes me sad. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day or night whenever you happen to be watching this, and I will talk to you guys next time.
I was trying to make it lying